Good evening, I'm Abby Maurer. Happening tonight, Republican and presidential candidates face their first debate of the election season. The focus for many of them will be on the current top dog, Donald Trump, whose big lead in the early polls leaves him front and center for tonight's main debate. To talk about what he can expect from tonight's debate, WTXL ABC 27's Jade Balexa is in our studio with our political contributor, Trimmel Gomes.
Abby, thank you. And thank you, Trimmel, for joining us tonight, of course.
Thanks for having me.
And GOP nomination, there are 10 candidates who are participating in tonight's debate, and Trump continues to lead the polls. Do you expect, Trimmel, he'll be feeling the pressure tonight?
Well, the other candidates might be feeling the pressure because now they have to figure out ways to outdo the Donald Trump. He is leading in the polls, as you just mentioned, so that's what the task ahead of them. How do they stand out and get their personalities on above someone who's so far out there?
Who might be his biggest competition here?
His biggest competition, when you get down to the policy end of things, our own Floridian, Jeb Bush, on that end. He is strong on policy. He has the historical background, the family legacy, the Bush legacy that's there. So he's going to be working against that and all the other candidates.
Okay, and sticking to Florida, Senator Marco Rubio. Your take on him as well.
Senator Marco Rubio, he really has to do something to stand out. He's been very quiet, missing in the spotlight. So his task going ahead now is to figure out a way to do some one-liners to really stand out from the crowd, because this summer you have not been hearing a lot about Marco Rubio. Jeb Bush has been able to stay up in the polls and in the news cycles, but Marco Rubio has been lagging behind. And this tonight is where he needs to figure out a way to leave an impression on the American people. Okay,
and the competition between Marco Rubio and Jeb Bush, kind of weigh in on that.
I don't expect a lot of fighting between the two. There's a lot of fighting to go around on that stage, but I think they'll be more respectful of each other. Remember that Marco Rubio looked up to Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush was sort of like a mentor, but if one decides to attack the other, they will respond. But you'll expect them to be more respectful of each other going forward, and everyone will basically turn their eyes to Donald Trump in that effort to really stand out and make that lasting impression in that short amount of time. These 10 candidates in this primetime hour, so that's what we'll all be looking to see, how they all stand out tonight.
All right, all trying to get that nomination,
yes,
right?
Indeed.
All right, and still a ways to go, too, before
it's
that
still
election.
a ways to go. November is so far away. There are going to be many other debates going ahead, but this is the first one. It's a good grab for Fox News because they're getting all of the spotlight as the American public goes in to see the first and how they all react. So it's the first one out of the gate, and it's to see which candidate really makes an impression afterwards and takes over social media with that one-liner that we're all going to be playing to say, hey, did you believe what this person said, and all of that stuff. So it's an event to see.
All right, definitely setting the tone. Thanks, Trimmel.